Her Uber never showed up. Her mother was dying. And the last person she expected to trust was the man she almost ignored. What happened in the next few minutes would change both of their lives forever. It was supposed to be a normal morning, until the phone rang. In a single breath, Emma's world collapsed. Her mother had suffered a severe stroke. Panic set in. Time was slipping away. She rushed outside, waiting desperately for an Uber that never arrived. And just when hope felt out of reach, a stranger pulled over. She thought he was just a driver. She had no idea he was the very man fighting to save her mother's life. This is a story about fear, assumptions, loss, and the quiet power of unexpected kindness. She hired a black handyman for one day, thinking he would only fix her broken deck. But that one day opened a door she never expected, touching a part of her heart she thought was gone. By the end of the week, she realized he wasn't just rebuilding wood, he was rebuilding her life. Emma Collins stood on the back porch of her home in the quiet Brookside district of Seattle, staring down at the old wooden boards beneath her feet. The wood bent slightly under her weight, releasing a tired cracking sound. She exhaled slowly. She had worked hard for this house. Long nights at Carter Law Group, endless case files. Being the youngest patent attorney in the firm meant always proving herself. And now her deck was rotting. It felt symbolic somehow. That night, sitting at her dining table with a cup of warm tea, she scrolled through profiles on a repair app her assistant had recommended. Most looked unreliable. Then she saw one name, Jason Reed. Clear photo, calm smile, over 200 five-star reviews, honest pricing, no flashy promises. Something about his page felt steady. She messaged him. He replied within minutes. Thursday, 2 p.m. Exactly at 2, a clean white work truck pulled up outside her home. A tall man stepped out, wearing work boots and a gray flannel shirt. He carried his toolbox like someone who respected his craft. "Miss Collins, I'm Jason. Please call me Emma." He inspected the deck carefully, checking beams, corners, and supports without rushing. After several minutes, he stood. "Emma, this isn't just surface damage. The support beams are failing. You need a full rebuild." Her stomach tightened. How much? Big company? 15 to 20,000. If I do it, around 8. It'll take a week. A week. And trust. "You wouldn't need to supervise," he added calmly. "You can give me a key. I'll treat your home with respect." Before she could answer, her neighbor Donna called out from across the yard. "Emma, you sure you should trust him?" The tone was clear. Jason heard it but didn't react. Emma felt heat rise in her chest. "I hired him for his work," she said firmly. Donna disappeared. Silence lingered. Emma looked at Jason, calm, patient, not defensive. "I trust you," she said softly. "Start Monday." By Monday evening, the old deck was completely removed, boards stacked neatly, area spotless, a handwritten note taped to the door. "Day 1 finished. Everything secure. Jason." Each evening followed the same pattern. Clean work, careful updates, no shortcuts. By Friday, the new deck stood strong and beautiful beneath the Seattle rain. But what moved Emma most weren't the boards. It was the consistency. The locked gates. The organized tools. The quiet respect. When he called after hours to say he wanted more time to perfect the railing, she smiled. Take your time. The following week, she asked him to come every Thursday for small repairs around the house. Most people just call when something breaks, he said. I feel safer this way, she admitted. I trust you. And that changed everything. Thursdays became something warm. Coffee in the kitchen. Easy conversations. Comfortable silence. Until one afternoon, her ex-boyfriend Carl walked in unannounced. He glanced at Jason with quiet judgment. So, this is what you're doing now? Jason began packing up to avoid conflict. No, Emma said firmly. You're not leaving. After Carl stormed out, Jason asked gently, Is that how you saw me at first? She hesitated. Maybe I had assumptions I didn't understand, but I see you now. That was the moment something shifted. Not just trust. Something deeper. 2 months later, a pipe burst in her kitchen at midnight. Water flooded the floor. Her hands shook as she called him. I'm on my way, Jason said. He arrived in 20 minutes, rain soaking his jacket, tools in hand. By 2 a.m., the leak was fixed. Stay, she said quietly. It's too late to drive. The next morning, she woke to the smell of coffee and eggs. He stood in her kitchen like he belonged there. This feels like something more, he said carefully. It is, she whispered. He hesitated. People will talk. Race, class, our worlds are different. I don't care, she said. I care about how I feel with you. So they tried. Dinner turned into hand-holding. Hand-holding turned into love. Her parents struggled. His sister questioned her intentions, but they chose each other anyway. One evening, standing on the very deck he rebuilt, candles glowing softly around them, Jason took her hands. You hired me to fix something broken, he said, but you fixed something in me too. He knelt. Emma Collins, will you marry me? Yes, she breathed through tears. 5 years later, Emma stood on that same deck. But now she wasn't alone. Their little daughter ran across the boards, laughing. Jason wrapped his arms around her from behind. You look happy, he said. I am, she whispered. She once hired him for 1 day. But they built a lifetime. And Emma finally understood. Love isn't built from wood or status or other people's approval. It's built quietly, with trust, with patience, with 2 people choosing each other, again and again. In the hardest moments of our lives, we often don't remember the noise, the chaos, or even the fear. We remember the person who showed up. Emma almost missed the kindness standing right in front of her. But sometimes, even in loss, compassion leaves a lasting mark. Because the truth is, one small act of humanity can echo louder than anything else. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. You never know who might need to be reminded that kindness still exists.